In this video, we are taking a detailed look at the North Street Bags Weekender Backpack. Check out packhacker.com for our written review, link down below. So first of all, to be completely honest, we weren't super excited to test this bag when we first got it. It's 28 liters, but it's very floppy. There's not really a lot of structure to it. No back panel, nothing too stiff. So it seemed like it was gonna kind of be a little bit of a floppy mess, but it actually, in our testing, has performed quite well. So let's get into it. So just to start off, the material, why it's so kind of squishy and lightweight. You have this X-Pack on the inside here. So that's really where the bag, it's getting all its strength, durability, a little more waterproofness there. So you can see that lines the entire inside of the bag here. And so that also makes it extremely lightweight. However, like I said, it can be kind of quite floppy, especially if it's not fully packed out. But with it being a little floppier, these compression straps on the outside really help this bag a lot more than other bags with compression straps we've seen. It's less about saving some space and really about, kind of defining the structure of this bag, because it is not as stiff. So when you kind of lock it in like this to a smaller size, it really does a great job of like staying exactly where you put it. So it can be used kind of as a more minimal style bag if you have it compressed a little bit more, or quite a bit if you just want to use it as a laptop bag sort of situation there. Also, we have, actually we'll start with the harness system here on the back. The harness system was actually very comfortable even when this bag was fully packed out. The shoulder straps kind of have that same sort of floppy vibe that the rest of the bag does, but how wide they are, and that the fact that they are like the edgeless straps here, really do a good job at dispersing the weight and making it very comfortable. Now, the hip belt or waist strap, I guess would be a more appropriate term for it. It's just a nylon belt here attached with some gatekeepers on the bottom. So you wouldn't think it would do too great of a job. However, this has been one of the kind of waist straps that we've liked the most in the last few bags that we've tested. Short of being a full hip belt with like padding and pockets and stuff, this has just been a really nice addition. A lot of times the hip belt can be positioned a little too high, so it ends up being more of like a belly belt. So it doesn't really help out too much. But this one is like right at the right height for us, and it's just a little more usable on a day-to-day basis. It really helps stabilize the rest of that bag. And also, with it being a little floppier, you'll notice that's kind of going to be a lot of our points here. It helps kind of keep it close to your back, and so it doesn't like bend as much, and really keeps it a little more solid. And then not too much going on with the sternum strap here. It is fully and easily adjustable, and just kind of keeps everything, tight across your chest, and a nice little strap keeper there, just so we have more of a dangle-free experience with the sternum strap. Now, moving to the side, you kind of have a little briefcase type handle here. It's pretty small, and it is centered in the back of the bag. So when this thing's fully loaded out, it kind of wants to tip forward on you if you're lifting it by this one. So we haven't used this one too much, and it's quite a bit smaller. Now, the top handles have been really nice to use. They're a little bit thicker, a little more comfortable, and then there's one on the front and back. So when you're carrying it this way, the weight is just distributed, much better. And also, too, another reason we've liked the front and back handle, if you have this bag open, if you're working and you've been accessing it a lot, and you have it open, and you need to move it, if you just grab this back handle, everything's going to fall out. So it's nice to be able to grab the front and back and then move it like that. Or you can pick it up, from either side. If you kind of have everything spilled out and you don't even want to have it upright, you can grab either side and move it that way. So just a small little detail there with those top handles, but they've really come in handy. Just wrapping up the rest of the outside of the bag here, we have a couple daisy chain straps here just for attaching carabiners and whatnot, and then 2 little loops down here at the bottom if you just need to add a bike light or anything like that. And also, this bag kind of has like a partner bag it works with, the North Street Bags Weekender Meeting Bag. So that can actually attach, it has its own compression straps on the side, and that can attach to the front. Check out our review if you are interested to see how that hooks up. It's a cool little combo. So you can use this as more of a travel bag if you'd like, and then use the smaller one for your laptop and tech and like just going to the office stuff. So getting into the pockets here, on the front, there's this water bottle pocket. It's actually in the center. Most of the times you have them on the side. Again, without having too much stiff structure, I don't think a water bottle pocket would do well here. And apparently neither did North Street Bags. So they put it right in the center here. It also helps to distribute the weight a little bit more if it's a heavier bottle. So it's just a nice little touch. It's not elasticated or anything like that. So it can fall out a little bit easier than if you had like a one on the side. So just, if you're setting your bag down, we haven't really had it fall out yet, but, it can kind of start to slide out a little bit. On the front here, we have 2 kind of quick grab pockets, one at the bottom, pretty thin. We've been using this one for just like camera accessories, batteries, and our lanyard, and just any sort of filters, stuff like that. And then moving up, you have a little bit taller one. This one goes this full length here. And then inside, you actually have a few divider pockets. So one that goes the basically full length of the bag. And then you have a smaller one on the side here for pens and pencils. So that's just been a nice little tech dump pocket. It can get a little bit of depth here, so you can put a little bigger, few bigger things in there. Chargers and stuff will work just fine in there. And then on top, we have kind of a third quick grab pocket, if you will. This one's kind of in the more traditional spot, great for dumping sunglasses or your phone or anything you just want to keep off the bottom of the bag. Anything like that. Okay, so let's open the main compartment here. So the main compartment, there's not much going on here. You have these Velcro areas just to attach different accessories here, and then you have some Velcro on the front. So North Street Bags has a couple different setups you can do here. However, we opted for just having one on the inside here. If you have this one, if you put stuff on this Velcro side, then it's going to get in the way of these compression straps. So if you're loading this up with packing cubes, obviously it's not going to do you any good to have any organization behind here. So we like that they give you the option. However, this side, if you are packing this bag out, it doesn't seem too practical to have organization there. So we've just been keeping this on the outside just for our pens, pencils, a few smaller things, notebooks. And then this one actually has a key clip in here. Nice metal solid one. So that's been doing just fine. Obviously, we like when there is a metal one versus a plastic one. Just makes you feel a little bit better that it's going to last a little longer. And then lastly here, we have the laptop pocket on the back. It looks a lot smaller than it is. So you can see here, it looks like it wouldn't fit too much, but the pocket actually goes right to the edges of the bag. So you can fit quite a bit in here as far as laptop goes. We've been using a 16-inch MacBook Pro inside of another case that also fits in here. And we like the case just, again, there's not too much, there's no back panel. This whole thing can like crunch down. So just giving the backpack a little more structure with that case, and then giving our laptop a little more protection. The laptop case, or the laptop compartment, is floating, so it doesn't quite go all the way to the bottom of the bag, so that really helps it out. But just the lack of any structure makes us feel a little nervous, so just having the room to fit the case in there has been really nice. One last thing to note on the back panel here, you can see there's kind of a separate bottom part here for just more padding for your lower back. However, the bag can kind of bend there when you're loading this up, so that can make your laptop hard to get in. You gotta like hold the bag up as you're loading your laptop in, just because there is no structure. But overall, this has performed very nicely as a EDC bag when compressed, and then just being able to uncompress it and have it, kind of keep that shape still pretty well while still being lightweight. It's just been really nice to use. And the materials overall, you can see we've had like a few little scuffs on it, but overall just made a very durable and water resistant materials. So there you have it, the North Street Bags Weekender Backpack. Check out packhacker.com for more information and best buying options. Link down below. We'll see you in the next video.